Paul again. So in this video, I want to actually talk about what it actually means for your money and what we do generally and how you can use other people's money once you've learned to, follow the Forex rules and grow an account. So here's the deal. We get a lot of people that come into the Ninja group or look to start trading Forex because they have looked to make extra money. And when you go and look online to make extra money, it's generally going to be kind of like a network marketing deal, an affiliate marketing deal, tell you to go and sell t-shirts, which is something I did in the past, tell you to set up an e-commerce store. Generally, there will be an element of selling something, okay, or referring somebody into, for want of a better word, a scheme, because the scheme's wrong. It's a pension scheme, There's a pension scheme. Doesn't necessarily mean it's bad, although if I look at my pension, it is. But which is one of the reasons I trade Forex, actually, funny enough. I didn't mean to say that, but one of the my pension is awful. That's one of the reasons I'm doing Forex. So people get involved in this. Most people hate selling. If you look at the results for network marketing, they're abysmal. Yes, there are some people that make really good money, but it's like 2%. I think 1% make the big money, 2% make sort of anyway decent. And a lot of it can be a lot of work. And I'm not knocking any of it because I've done it and I still dabble in some of it, but because that's how most people get into making money online when they need to make extra money. And while they're all running off doing that, what we're doing is we're taking money we've already got, whether that comes from a job, whether it comes from a network marketing business, an online, any online business, and we're multiplying it. That's what Forex enables you to do. So in this video, again, I'm only going to scratch the surface here because I just want to show you what's possible. I'm going to show you compounding, and I'm going to show you how to use other people's money. And I need to start with compounding so that you'll understand where the other people's money idea comes into play. So let's supposing we start with $100 in an account, and we are going to go for 10 pips a day. So you remember, I showed you this spreadsheet here. I love a spreadsheet. So I showed you the spreadsheet here. Remember, that was half of what was available. That was half of what was available. And we only did 2 pairs out of 28. Ignored all the crypto, ignore all the metals, ignore all the indices. We just looked at 2 pairs, not even the whole day, halved the value we could have got, right? And that's what you could have done at 10 cents a pip. I mean, guys, if you did 50 cents a pip, okay, 72. If you did $1 a pip, okay, $1 a pip, 144. And that's, this is just depends on your account size. We'll teach you that. This is just to show you what's possible. Disclaimer, probable example showing what can potentially happen. It's not an income claim, right? You start with $100, you just go for 10 pips, not even what I showed you earlier in video 3. Not even what I showed you using the tools we have. The first day you go for 3% a day, right? Let's suppose you're going to go for 3%. So the first day, your lot size is going to be very low, 0.03, 30 cents a pip maybe, right? And you get your 10 pips, so you grow your account by 3%, you got $103. The next day you start with 103, you do it again, you end up with 106. Next day you start with 106, you get your 3%, you end up with 109. So the amount that you make grows each day. Each day you grow your account. Now, bear in mind, you probably won't win every trade, so 1 day or 2 days out of that, you might go back. Why is it only 20 days? Ordinary Forex, you can only trade Monday to Friday, right? Because the markets are closed at weekends, but you can trade crypto you can trade crypto at weekends. So you do have an avenue if you want to do it weekends. And the tools I've showed you work for crypto as well. So at the end of month 1, right, you could get a return of $80 potentially if you're going for 3% a day. Month 2, if you got it every single day and you grew by an average of 3% a day, no matter how many trades you did, right? I mean, if you did it per trade and you could do 10 trades a day, you can really shortcut this, okay? But that's over trading. I wouldn't recommend that. 145 is what you'd make if you averaged 3% every day. Just bring this over a little bit. Okay. So you'd end up with 326. The next time you start with 326, you're making 262, 474. By the end of month 6, you could be making 1,000. You'd have be making 1,549, but you up to the point there where you're making $100 a day. if you can keep doing it and you've got 3, 4. Let's just shortcut this for you. So for month 12, potential 120,485. Most people don't do it. Why? Why would you want to sort of risk 3%? Can you live on $100, $200 a day? Why would you want to be trying to go for $3,500 a day when you could lose a trade and you might lose 3,500? So what tends to happen is people drop the percentage. Okay, so they would tend to go, rather than 3%, they might go for 2%. And then when 2% is $200, $300, $400, $500 a day, they drop to 1%, right? So because that is still worth a lot of money. Certainly enough to live on. And what you'll find is most people tend to get to a level they're comfortable at, and then they kind of peter off at that level. That could be when they quit their job or whatever. Now, some people look at this and go, a year, you want me to do this for a year? I can't wait a year. That's ridiculous, right? Even though the rewards are obviously there, because what I always say to people is, if you did half of that, would you be happy? Let's suppose you only did 10% of that. Let's suppose over the whole year, right, you have a few false starts and you don't do very well, and you are only good to do 10% of that. So you'd only did 12,000. Watch what happens next year when you start with 12,000. Straight in, you could be making 360 a day. And if you keep doing this, guys, you end up owning all the money in the world. And obviously nobody can own all the money in the world, right? Do people do very well out of this? Are there multi-million-dollar Forex traders? Oh, of course there are. Do most people do it? No, because there's mindset stuff involved as well. But this is what's possible. Now, if you don't want to wait and you're willing to learn the skill, though, there are what's known as prop firms out there, right? And what prop firms do is, if they're in, basically they're in it to grow their money. It's like they are an investment company. So they're not there to grow your money. You're there to grow their money. But the reason why you might want to do it is they actually give you, for example, in this case here, look, you could have 10,000 US dollars or pounds or euros. Okay, so you could have a £10,000 account is what you're going for. You have to trade, okay, the FTMO challenge duration is 30 calendar days, verification is 60 days, right? So you have to trade a minimum of 10 days in a 30-day period. You have to trade a minimum of 10 days. You're only allowed to lose £500 a day. So if you have a trade go against you, you have to make sure that your risk management, which we teach you, is good, right? Your maximum overall loss, if you had a few days where you lost some trades, you can't lose more than 1,000, and you have to hit 10%. I want you to remember that, $1,000, 10%. Remember 10, right? You have to hit 10%, okay? And there's a few different options, and if you want to play, it's 155 euros, right? You get that refunded though if you pass. So wouldn't that be great if we could help you do that? Well, James in our group says yes. Today has been a big step forward in my trading journey. I've just passed both FTMO verification stages and now have a fully funded account. I just wanted to say a big thank you to the whole Ninja team, and a special mention for David Kahn, whose Ninja Smart Money strategy has really helped me trade around my lifestyle. Would you like me to show you that strategy? I will. Hang on fire for a minute. Reason for FTMO is because I didn't want to have to grow my account from a small amount, a little impatient, and I feel it's a great opportunity. It took me my second attempt to pass, as I failed one earlier in the year. There is so much value in the group, in this group, and the biggest takeaway I have seen is just focusing on one strategy. I ignored that advice for a while, and sure enough, as soon as I started to follow one strategy, I became more consistent. So why do we have more than one strategy in the group? Because James trades a different way to I do, and he chose one that works for him. And I've got one that works, that, well, both work, but the one that I prefer, and he's got the one he prefers. We're not arrogant enough to think that there's only one way to trade. We let you make the decision, okay? But we will help you on all of them. Thank you again. And if I can help anyone with what FTMO is and the process, I'm more than happy to help. By the time you see this, mate, hopefully it'll be recorded. I'm recording a video with James where he's going to show what he's done. So there you go. So there's a member who's passed that. We've also got Jeff who's passed it. We've got Adrian who's, I think, is just about to pass it. Different prop firm. Okay. So there's FTMO. And the good thing about FTMO is, look, free trial. You can go and you can do this. It doesn't cost you that 155. It doesn't cost you that 155 euro fee to take the free trial. You won't, if you pass, you don't get the funded account, you don't get the $10,000 account, or you can have, you know, a 20,000, 35, 70, 140. You can go for those amounts. You won't get that on the free trial, but you can have a go and you can get good at it, right? Even as a newbie, you can come follow the system, you can get good at it. And when you're happy, that's when you pay that money. So rather than put that in your own account, okay, you could use it to pass this. Now, let's look at this. Look, so it's 155 euros, right? So let's go back to the spreadsheet. Let's put in 155 euros. The dollar sign, let's suppose, and that says euros. So if you start with 155, right, you could potentially turn that into 186,000 at the end of a year. If you put that into a funded account with FTMO and you get funded, okay, you start with 10,000 rather than the 155. Now look at the numbers. If you do 3% a day, you could potentially go for 12 million, but you wouldn't do that, because what you would do, you wouldn't have to go for 3%, you could go for 1%, and that's 2K a month there. And as that compounds, you're sort of 108,000 there, but you're faster, you're a lot quicker to get to decent money. If you go for 2%, that's £4 a month, 185. If you can consistently do it every day. And, you know, if you could do half of that, most people would be happy with half of that. So FTMO are cool. They're kind of the granddaddy of them. They've been around a long time. They're well known and well respected, but there are a lot more cropping up now. One of the things I like about them is the free trial, which I've done and I've passed. There's the My Forex funds, which are a bit newer on the block, but they're making themselves very attractive and they're kind of taking the world by storm. 5% drawdown based on your account size, 12%, which is better than FTMO. You only need 8% rather than 10% to pass it, okay? And so on and so on. And you can actually get funded quicker. Then there's 5%ers. Who else is there? Oh, Blue FX. There's a few, but these tend to be the main ones. Now, how did James do it, you're asking? Well, if you come into our Discord channel once you're a member and you go to Ninja Smart Money. So that's the strategy that James mentioned. And while I'm here, look, you might also want to check out Bankers Trade Ideas that are given to us by members of our group. Weekly markups where Kevin puts his setups in, which are based more on market structure and using the Ninja Gator to know when to get in. But if we just focus on this one for now. So I just wanted you to know there's more than what I'm showing you in these videos, right? If you look at this, look, David actually gives trades that you can learn from, so you can reverse engineer them yourself so you can see what he's done, but also you can just take them. And every Saturday he goes live. You can watch the recordings if you're not there, okay? Every Saturday he goes live and he talks about the week and he teaches the strategy and he has training videos on it. It's a very simple strategy actually. And the risk is always very low. So if I go and we look at his results, all of these trades you can go and you can find in that Discord channel. So if I talk percentages here, guys, we're not allowed to share cash or percentage growth with you. So these are what is possible, right? These aren't necessarily the exact amounts that anybody's taken, okay? But you have seen there that James passed the FTMO trial using Ninja Smart Money. So bear in mind, again, this is kind of a what is possible. This isn't, I'm gonna say this is the possible amounts rather than what people actually do, okay? Just to be clear, probable example. Remember the FTMO, you had to get $1,000, which is 10%, and on this one, on My Forex funds, it was 8% to pass phase 1 and then 5% for phase 2. So remember 10, remember 8, yeah? 6 plus 6 plus 4 is 16%, plus 3 is 19%, plus 3 is 22%, and then these are the ones he lost. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. What did I say? 19, 22 minus 4 is 18%. Is that right? 18% account growth. 12, 16, 17, 19, 22 minus 4 is 18. 18%. June, David was off, so he didn't put so many trades in. And bearing in mind, he doesn't put all the trades in that are available. It uses the harmonic scanner. So if you can learn the strategy, you can take more trades. So not many trades, but 7.4, 6.9. Let's call that 7 and that's 7. Right? Let's round that one down, round that one up. 14, 15, 16 minus 2 is 14. More than 10. And you can go and you can look and you can find those trades in here. Okay. May speaks for itself. April speaks for itself. March speaks for itself. So I'm not promising that you would pass a prop firm with these like James did. Okay. But what I'm saying is, if you want to use other people's money to try and get there quicker, these are available to you, along with the training how to do it, along with live sessions to support you. If you want to get involved, there will be a link on this page, okay? Or if you're watching on YouTube or somewhere, no doubt in the description below, it will take you to one of the Ninja group, right? Whether that's me or whether it's one of our group, because there is a way to get IM Academy for free, even though it's only $6 a day. And again, we can show you how to make $6 a day. If you are happy and you let people know what you're doing and you refer a couple of people and they join, IM Academy will actually wipe your fee out. As long as you've got 2 paying customers on the same package as you, they'll actually wipe your fee out, which is pretty decent of them. But do you know what? Most people in our group don't. Why? Well, because it's only $6 a day. And we can't guarantee profits. We don't know you. We don't know the markets. We don't know what's going to happen. But I've shown you what you do. So let's just say potentially make $6 a day. And I've shown you results of people that are doing it. And I've shown you, and I'll put more in maybe of people that have passed the funded talent, the funded account companies, the prop firms, proprietary fund firms. I think what we have here is kind of a no-brainer, because you don't have to give up anything else you're doing to go and multiply your money with what we're doing. There is a 7-day money back period if you want to come and really check it out and kick the tires and, you know, get behind the wheel and have a go. Okay, there is a 7-day money back period, so it is risk-free if you want to try it. The first month is slightly more than the 175, but not a lot, you'll see. But again, get involved, get on the live sessions, follow what we do, learn to trade, follow the system until you learn to trade. We've got it all going on. And if you've got questions, get back to the person who shared this video with you. They'll be happy to answer them, I'm sure. I look forward to seeing you on the inside. Thanks for your time.